What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Now today we are back with some FIFA 16 career mode playing with Wellington Phoenix, but today I'm going to do something a little bit different and I need your guys' opinion down below in the comments. So at the end of this video, make sure you listen in so I can see what you guys would prefer to see. But anyway, we are doing today, what we are going to be doing, and hopefully this is going to take off. While I was away, I was thinking, what is a good way to go and mix up my career mode and make it something a little bit different? So I thought what I may possibly do is, instead of playing the games, really put a bit more emphasis on my management style, and I guess, you know, my signings and my player rotation and stuff like that, than to let the computer simulate the games. And if we do that, obviously it's all not down to luck, it's down to a bit of skill, down to a bit of management. So hopefully we can manage to go and do that. So what I am looking at going and doing is possibly doing 3 games, simulating 3 or 4 games an episode, letting you guys see obviously all the changes I make to the squad, my transfers, my trainings, and all that stuff, because that is what you guys have wanted to see. I've seen so many comments saying that you do want to see that. We pick up a nice first win in the Asian Elite Cup, 2-0, thanks to 2 goals from Michael McGlinchey. And we are going to be getting a fair bit of mail coming in, because I have got a lot of players that I am looking at going and potentially signing. A player who is new to the club this year, who we did sign on a pre-contract, didn't decide to extend his contract with Villarreal, is Fran Sol here. Now, he is a Spaniard, used to play, as I said, for Villarreal, so he's going to be a good backup striker to Armstrong. A little bit older, 24, but still very experienced and can definitely go and get the job done. So I've done hardly any training on this career mode, which I am a little bit, not concerned with, but a bit annoyed with myself that I didn't go and I guess really try and work on things earlier on in my career. I didn't think that the training was exactly there, but for some reason none of these players are wanting to grow. We're going to work on Bolivacia and I think Rodriguez, because I think they are going to be the guys that are going to take us forward in, you know, not recent times, but in the future, they're going to be the guys to take us forward. Same age as Fran Sol, 22 and 24 respectively. So they are going to be the guys that are going to be that we're looking forward to in a couple of years, really going and I guess contributing big time to this club. And Italiano, we're going to have to work on him as well. We're either going to have to work on him or look at getting a different goalkeeper, because 55 rated, I think it was, not really good enough to be playing there. But just like that, he's gone up to 56 with relative ease, so I'm very happy with that. And if we can go and continue doing that, then he could look to go and possibly nudge Moss outside of that top spot. So we picked up a win, obviously, first up. We've now got this team. Everyone loves this team. Like this team, you see so many of these badges and so many of these kits in Ultimate Team. It is just incredible. So we're into game 2. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce their name, but hopefully we can go and pick up another win. That's going to guarantee us, basically, I would say, a spot in that Asian Elite Cup, I believe it is called, the invitation we got, to make it to the semis and the finals of that. Now, I did say I was going to do 3 or 4 games in a video. I'm not quite 100% sure, because this one hasn't been going too long. We are already in, obviously, our second game, which we're looking like we are going to go 2 from 2. Didn't want to jinx it too early, but we have gone 2 from 2. So that's very positive stuff from us. We have basically, we have guaranteed a spot in the last 4, thanks to obviously a draw that came around last time. So even a loss here would see us finish second. But yeah, here we go. So we've got another scout. No, we don't need to worry about that. It's from England. We don't have to worry too much about that. So I did say I was going to be getting quite a few. Oh no. A must-win game, and one of my young players wants to get a run. 18-year-old Logan Rogerson. Right, son, we'll give you a run just because we're feeling good. 55 overall. That's a killer. What are you doing wanting to play in the first team? You should be playing in the reserves, even though we don't have a reserve team because we don't have enough players. But Asian Elite Cup, Game 3. We could actually probably go, like, there's no reason why. If I worked out how many games in a season, I think in an A-League season is about 28 games. There's no reason why I probably couldn't do 4 or 5 games in a session. And with that, it would basically go and we'll get through the season really, really quickly. So there's that goal. So as things stand, we are now going to finish second, which I'm not sure if that's going to be too much of a concern. McGlinchey gets his 3rd goal in 3 games. And today, I think we get our first look at Sol, who has come on, you know, for about 40 minutes. So it's going to be interesting to see how he goes. The sub gets a goal, and as I said, a loss was going to go and make us finish second. Whether that's going to come back and bite us in the bum later on, we will have to go and wait and see. But we got some tournament prize money. Already got $500,000 just from making the semi-final. So very happy with that. Rogerson, you can come out. And we might actually go and do the remainder of this tournament. Rogerson, yeah, you're in crap form. Rodriguez, get back in. I can't believe he wanted a game, and I can't believe I played him. I caved in to the player's request. It's not what we want to do as a manager. Update from England. I'm just going to have a quick look at the squad, because that may have been the issue last time. It may have been fitness. Everyone seems to be alright. I mean, it's a big game. We want our big match players to be playing. So here we go. Semi-final of the Asian Elite Cup. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Obviously, when we get in, I guess, to the A-League season, it is going to be, you know, a little bit more not so action-packed, we would say. Like, things aren't going to be condensed up as they are. They're going to be spread out. Obviously, we just have a game a week rather than all these games just happening bam, bam, bam like that. So that means that you obviously can go into a little more depth when it comes to obviously like squads, transfers, trainings, etc., etc. Looking as though this one may be headed to extra time. It did go to extra time, and we can see down the bottom there, 4-3 on pens. Wellington get up. So very, very lucky to go and pick up the victory there, but a victory nonetheless, and that will see us head into the final to take on the team that were in our group. And we actually have some training sessions left to do as well. So we'll do them very quickly and then move on, obviously, to that final. And then we'll probably look at going and wrapping things up. But yeah, centre-backs, I'm really looking for some centre-backs at the moment because, I mean, we've only got two. So if one of them goes down like they did earlier, well, sorry, last season, I should say, it does put us in a hell of a lot of trouble. It makes things really difficult. I think I had to play Manny Muscat in centre-back, which isn't too... It's not the biggest concern in the world because we do have plenty of left-backs, plenty of left-back options that we can go and choose from. We're going to work on Tom Doyle and hopefully try and get him up so he can possibly take that starting spot of Manny Muscat. So we could always move Manny Muscat into the centre of the park if we did want to. But for the time being, we're just going to stick with the tried and true. I don't know if I should start getting Rogerson up. I mean, he's close. I'm going to really try and this season smash in the youth players and try and get them up, you know, even just to a point where you can sell them for a decent amount of cash money. So Armstrong goes up. He had a pretty good session. And all of a sudden, now we've moved on to the final. So we're just going to have a quick look at what we have. So we've got the press conference, we've obviously got the tournament prize money, which we've gained another $810,000. So this is all going to be good going towards new players that we can sign, heading in obviously to the Hyundai A-League season. Hamsik there on the right, one of my favourite players. Would have been amazing if we could manage to somehow go and sign him, but I don't think we would be able to. Everyone's fitness is good. Let's get into the final. Let's win it, alright? We lost to this team, obviously, as we can see there on the right-hand side in the group stage. Let's hope we can overcome it. We can pick up that win. McGlinchey looking for another goal. He's got 4 and 4. He is the key guy for us, and if he can go and pick up a goal. It would be nice if Armstrong could score. McGlinchey's got his 5th, because Armstrong, as you may or may not remember, was so dominant since we signed him in January, and that's not good. 2nd yellow for Manny Muscat, and he is off. So we're playing basically the whole second half with just 10 players, but we may be able to manage to go and hold on in probably one of the most uneventful games that you will ever see. 1-0 in the 25th minute from Michael McGlinchey has gone and sealed the Asian Elite Cup for the Wellington Phoenix. So that's what we like to see. And now we can go. We've got all these things, all these players that we can go and look at. Manny Muscat has obviously gone and picked up a 1-match ban from his yellow cards. As I've said before, that's not really a big concern because we do have a lot of quality in that left-back position that we can go and call on. Asian Cup gave us great exposure. We're looking forward to seeing you in action once the season starts. We hope that extra transfer funds help bolster the squad even further. Yours sincerely, the Wellington Phoenix Board of Directors. So, as you can see, we've picked up 1.3, we'll basically round that up, $1 million to go towards that. That obviously includes the $500,000 and the $800,000 that we had already. And these are the players that I have been looking at. A few centre-backs. So, we've got Anton from Germany, from Hanover, so we might actually make a wee inquiry about him, because if we can manage to sign him, he is still very young, but he is the same overall as my other left backs. And I'm trying to see the other guy, Mario here, 61, again, could potentially be a player that could, I guess, rise up later on, would maybe be a good, not replacement player, but a good player that could be there as, you know, if we get into that situation where we do get someone that does get injured. 825. Mario's on the transfer list. Alright, I think we're going to go for Anton, if I can find him. We're going to offer him a wee contract, and we'll come to that later on. Why can't I offer him a contract? Because we're not in the transfer window, Cliffy. That's why. I did just think about that. That is why things will not be working. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Do let me know, remember, down below in the comments if you do like this idea for career mode. I think it's quite cool. Maybe 4 or 5 games in an episode. It's action-packed. There's heaps going on. You get to see the training. You get to see the transfers. You get to see the lot. So it is a really, really cool idea. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links to that can be found down below in the description. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, carrying on with Don Bradman Cricket in the batting career, carrying on in the IPL. So make sure you do not miss that.